Hi, hi, I'm your host, Philip Wesley, the Mile High Mouth, and today, for Suki Nihon, we're reviewing episode 26 of Season 7 of Adventure Time, The Thin Yellow Line. You know what? I love this episode. Starts with Jake kind of complaining about having to play kind of a Settlers of Catan style game with Princess Bubblegum and Finn called, called Pilgrims of the Land. He's sitting there complaining about it because, Jake's kind of more like a Magic the Gathering type kind of person instead of a Settlers of Catan board game kind of person. Kind of interesting. Oh, there's a really great line around there where he's like, well, also I made homemade guac and nobody ate the guac. This ain't no store guac. And then, Finn's all like, dude, I love your guac. And that was pretty great, actually. This episode's pretty funny. They're walking along, and then they see some graffiti. Oh, I want to note something about the graffiti. Before they get to the graffiti, which is the center of this episode, they pass by some graffiti that's supposed to look like the Andre the Giant Shepherd Fairy Obey things, but it's Tiffany. So nice little callback there. Pretty great stuff. Oh, this episode is boarded by Casey Green. It's boarded and written partially by Casey Green of Gun Show fame. If you haven't read Gun Show, it's a comic. It's a little not safe for work at times, but it's pretty funny. It ended around 700 episodes, or rather strips for it, and 900 strips for it. And I think I read all of them, actually. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I read all of them, and he went on to make some really great stuff for Adult Swim. In fact, if you've seen that, this is fine, I am okay with the sequence of events, meme with the little dog and the house on fire, that's Casey Green. Anywho, pretty much what happens is they find this weird graffiti, and then Finn is like, wait, this graffiti, it's still fresh. We need to find out who's doing this. Because, graffiti is technically a crime. So they find out that one of the banana guards is doing it, and then the banana guard gets away, and they chase after him, and he slips in with the other banana guards. So they take this information to Princess Bubblegum, who tells them to, she tells them to go undercover as banana guards and find the artist. So, Oh, it's a little bit spoilery, and I'm going to put up the little thing in the end of this episode, but they didn't really actually have to do a lot of this episode because the banana guard that drew the artwork signed his name, or rather his number. You see, Princess Bubblegum's banana guards are numbered, like banana guard 1, 2, 16, 32, 40, whatever. They're all numbered. They're not individuals. And what happens when Finn and Jake dress up as banana guards and go and infiltrate the banana guard headquarters to find out who's the banana guard that drew that, they discover secretly that all of these banana guards, not all of them have special talents, but many of them do. Many of them are very creative and artistic. They sing, they dance, they have tap dancing jelly bean horses, they draw, they build creepy puppets and things, and it's funny. There's a lot of great little bits in here. A lot of this is just because the banana guards are kind of adorable because they're so incompetent and clumsy and fun to watch. Eventually, they also tend to fear Princess Bubblegum by quite a bit. You find out that they are deathly afraid of Princess Bubblegum because of the things that she's done. And they recount some of those, and you're like, yeah, Princess Bubblegum is kind of a monster. So they're afraid of her. They respect her greatly, and that's why they're afraid of her. It's kind of like when a kid has a talent and they kind of feel that their parents might not approve of it and may punish them for it. At the end of this episode, they do find the banana guard that drew that, and they bring him to Princess Bubblegum, and Princess Bubblegum wants the banana guard to paint a mural. And then she kind of embraces all the neat little talents that the Banana Guards have, because Princess Bubblegum is kind of trying to be less of a monster, which might actually contradict Grable's 1000 from earlier on in an earlier season. So, who knows? Maybe she'll go back and forth between this. But I do kind of like this softer, gentler, better Princess Bubblegum. There is some pretty funny stuff with Jake and with Finn and their interactions with these. If I sound a little off today, it's because kind of getting over a little bit of a cold. Also, let me check my notes. Yeah. Also, there's kind of an interesting little thing in this episode. This episode is pretty much a metaphor for a child bringing their talents to their parent and hoping that their parent will praise them for it. And when Princess Bubblegum does the right thing and praises the Banana Guards for it, they do show their appreciation. And it's pretty good. And then in the last frame of this, right after there's a Banana Guard who says, "Well, I don't have any special talents." And then Princess Bubblegum goes, "That's okay too." It switches to a part, just a one single frame or so, where there's a hand-drawn picture of a little koala bear saying, "Eucalyptus, I guess." And it says that the episode is dedicated to someone named Mandy Long. Now, 4chan went and found who that was. The internet went and found who that was, and it was an Amanda P. Long that died at the age of 17 on September 24th, 2015, in Bridgewater, New Jersey. Apparently, according to her eulogy, she was very creative, lots of music, drawing, very bright human being. And I think she might be a friend of Casey Green or someone else on the staff there at Adventure Time, back when this episode was being developed, and that's why it's dedicated to her, which is really kind of sweet. It's kind of like, it actually, if you go back and watch the episode, it makes the entire episode just slightly sad. Because suddenly, it's no longer really about the Banana Guards. It's about us. It's about the creative people. And I was like, this is such a cute episode. I really like this episode. Then you get to that last panel, and they just destroy you with sadness or feelings if you do the investigation and find out who they're talking about. And I was like, oh, I really, really like this episode. But now it makes me feel a little sad because of this. It's kind of one of the things I like about Adventure Time. They build up a lot of random nonsense and then can completely wreck your emotions with a couple frames or things like there's an episode called Betty in one of the previous seasons, I think season 5, and there is just like it's a good episode because like they've been building to this, they get to this part here, and then when the final denouement comes in there, it's both tragic and happy at the same time, and it works. I have to applaud and respect the writers and the creative talent behind Adventure Time for being able to do that. Not enough animation does that. And I feel that by dedicating such an episode about creativity and sharing that creativity with essentially your family or your parents, and then being accepted for it, it's really sweet and also sad, but a really fitting tribute. And I have to admit that it's a good episode. I wouldn't skip it. I wasn't expecting that little last panel thing at all. And I want to see more stuff written by Casey Green. Or storyboarded by him. He's really talented. I like Gun Show a lot. I like what the stuff that he did, and I'm hoping they add him more and more to Adventure Time. I mean, one thing I've loved about this season is that there is still more of an emotional core to it. We've already gotten past a lot of Finn's parental issues with his father, and I think that they're building us up toward something to do with his mother. And that's why we're getting these episodes that are like deeply, slightly personal, and they show like a bit of growth within the characters. And they're just... I can't wait to see what the next episode is. I really like this episode, even if it did get kind of sad at the end. For real world reasons, which I wasn't expecting. I was like, this is a great episode, it's hilarious. And then they hit that, and I was like, this is a great episode, it is hilarious, also, it's kind of sad. I liked that though. I wouldn't skip it. I've loved this entire season so far. Can't wait to see what's next. Hey, if you liked this episode, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and until the next video comes out, you are now caught up.